opened stormwater drains. It's opened bore wells that turn into death traps. A baby girl in Pural is the latest victim. Senior advocate Ram Jethmalani meets the 3 convicts facing the death penalty in the Rajiv case in Vellore.
To hear from the convicts themselves that they are innocent.
But as for his previous VIP client and Rajya Sabha MP Kannimudi, Jethmalani is surprised over the repeated denial of bail to her in the
I don't know why she is kept in jail at all.
Nuclear scientists flaunt the plant's safety mechanism, but protesters refused to budge at Kudamkulam. As Aragiri's aide Puttu Suresh was walking out of jail after his preventive detention was quashed by the High Court, he is arrested in a fresh case. A maritime university in Tiruvallur witnesses a clash between 2 groups of students. 5 are injured. A police probe is on. And the Chennai Police Commissioner gets a thumbs up from the public as his half-yearly report card reflects proactive policing.
The crime rate against women has come down, so I feel a lot more secure since the time. I think it's been 6 months since he's been as the police commissioner.
Good evening. You've tuned into headlines now on NDTV Hindu. It's 8 on the clock and I'm Evelyn Matthew. The next time you are out on the streets of Chennai, well, you'll have to make sure you keep your eyes, ears and all of your senses, if possible, attuned to what's around you. An open bore well claimed the life of the sweetest little girl in Pural today. Even as corporation workers promise closing up these drains, it's certainly not translated into reality. That apart, Puducherry's absconding education minister has put in his papers after much drama. Before we dive into all of those state-related news, the national headlines at this hour as well. Ring Lokpal or you'll be voted out. Team Anna shows referendum results in the constituencies of top ministers. Ahead of Rahul Gandhi's launch of Uttar Pradesh election campaign, Chief Minister Mayawati says he should do much more for the state. Former Karnataka Lokayukta Justice Santosh Hegde hits out at the state government for trying to transfer a Lokayukta official, says that it's an attempt to sabotage the probe. And should the government help cash-strapped Kingfisher Airlines, even as Vijay Mallya asks if taking up the safety burden is his job. In a tragic incident today, a 3.5-year-old baby girl fell into a 40-foot deep bore well in Pural area and did not survive. The kindergarten child, in fact, was found dead on the spot by the fire and rescue team that swung into immediate action. There was apparently no surrounding wall, thus posing as a grave danger to most of the residents around in that particular area.
குழந்தை 8 மணி 8:30 மணி ஆச்சு கூலுக்கு போனேன் அத்தைன்னு கூப்பிட்டேன்னா காணோம் வெளியில போய் பார்த்தேன்னா காணோம் திரும்பி வந்து பார்த்தா என் புள்ள கிணத்துல அந்த நீல கலர் சட்டை தெரியுது அப்பதான் தெரியுது என் புள்ளன்னு என் புள்ளைய காவந்து பண்ணவே முடியல என் புள்ள.
Moving on, the 3 death convicts in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case at the Vellore prisons had a VIP visitor today. Senior advocate Ram Jethmalani and the MDMK's Vaiko met the convicts Santhan, Perarivalan and Murugan, whose death sentence has been stayed by the Madras High Court. Walking out of the prison campus, Mr. Jethmalani said he would be convinced about their roles only if he heard it from them himself.
I have come here because my friend Vaiko has put me into this case. The credit goes to him. The convicts did not even know me before. If they have to thank anybody, it is Mr. Vaiko. Now what passed between me and the convicts in this small meeting, I am debarred by the rules of my profession from disclosing to you. But I came to this place only for one purpose: to hear from the convicts themselves that they are innocent. I wanted to hear it from their mouth. And by my experience, I judge what my clients have now told me. What my convictions are, I can't share.
Now, while at Vellore today, Mr. Jethmalani also expressed his surprise at the repeated denial of bail to his previous VIP client and Rajya Sabha MP Kannimudi in the 2G case.
I don't know why she is kept in jail at all. I don't know why she is kept in jail at all.
Now, just when MK Aragiri's close aide Suresh Babu alias Pottu Suresh walked out of jail and was forced to return right back in after being arrested for assaulting a newsprint reporter working for a Tamil weekly, it was in fact just yesterday that the Madras High Court quashed the detention of Suresh under the Gundas Act. The accused was on his way out of the Palayam Kottayam jail today when he was taken back into custody immediately. He has been questioned near Uslampeti. Pottu Suresh was earlier arrested on charges of land grabbing as well. In some news from the districts, tension was witnessed at the Tiruvallur Maritime University last night as a group of students broke into a fist fight over dinner. When a final year student tried breaking into the line and made his way into the queue waiting for dinner, a clash between the seniors and the juniors incidentally took place. A group of students from North India were believed to have outnumbered some of the Tamil students there as the fight got ugly, causing injuries to even some. 5 students have been admitted into a hospital and a police inquiry is currently on. Back to news from the city. He was the first bureaucrat to be posted by Chief Minister Jayalalitha almost immediately after she was sworn in, and J.K. Tripathi seems to have lived up to the expectations of both the government and the public. 6 months into his tenure, the polite yet no-nonsense Chennai Police Commissioner has cracked the whip on land grabbers, packed off dreaded criminals to the plural prison under the Gundas Act. In fact, even solved most grave crimes, busted rackets, recovered stolen property, reunited kidnapped children with their parents, and infused accountability and transparency in policing. So the Commissioner's half-yearly report card gets a big tick mark from his subordinates as the public as well. There are reports that the police chief may be off to Hyderabad and London for routine training for his IPS batch later this month. But most city residents hope this honest officer is given a long tenure to keep criminals at bay in Greater Chennai.
I think because the new commissioner, the crime rate has gone down considerably. Chennai has become more safer place to live in.
Since the time Tripathi has come, I think the crime rate against women has come down. So I feel a lot more secure since the time. I think it's been 6 months since he's been as the police commissioner. He's doing a good job. We are awaiting some more of time to actually judge him. But till now the going has been good. I hope he does a better job in the coming years.
In my opinion, Tripathi is doing his job very nicely. He has taken control of the whole internal system of the Tamil Nadu in a very short time and have a very good control on the entire team.
I think crime rate has been reduced in Chennai now compared to 6 months ago, and he has done a good job. Continue your jobs. Hats off, sir.
Quite some goodwill there. Now, in some news from the neighbouring Union Territory, Puducherry's absconding Education Minister PML Kalyanarasundaram has finally resigned from the cabinet. This development comes after the Union Territory's Chief Minister N. Rangasamy wrote a letter to Lieutenant Governor Iqbal Singh recommending the removal of Kalyanarasundaram today. Sources add that the Tamil Nadu police is likely to arrest him for sending a proxy to sit for his SSLC Class 10 exam. We also hear that there was pressure from the Home Ministry to drop Kalyanarasundaram. Earlier on, his anticipatory bail application was in fact rejected by the Madras High Court on Tuesday. The Lieutenant Governor, who is not in town, has also been informed of this development. You're watching headlines now on NDTV Hindu. Up ahead, young boys and girls from corporation schools get a crash course in cracking the code on their new laptops. More when we